Continuing on with lesson 2.1, we're on page 57. I just want to restate the key idea, which is toward the bottom of that page. It says to remember to write each number as an improper fraction, then multiply as you would with fractions. So if you have the number 3.5, and this is just a reminder from the video, if you have 3.5 times, and just to make it easier, I'll do 3.5. This is hard to do with just the cursor here. Okay, so we don't do not do. 3 times 3 is 9, and then 1 times 1 and 2 times 2. That's not what you do. It's not going to be reasonable. So what you need to do is 2 times 3 is 6, plus 1 is 7, and as they said in the video that you watched, always leave the denominator the same. And then you multiply again here. Same improper fraction, because it's 3.5. And then you get 7 times 7 is 49 over 4. In order to get the correct answer then, since the denominator is lower, you need to change it into a mixed number. Sorry, 4 goes into 49. Let's see, 1 time, and then 12 times, let's see, 10 times 4 is 40, 48, and then that's 1/4 left. So the answer would be 12 1/4. So keep that in mind. That's basically what they're telling you to do back in example 4, I shouldn't say back, with example 4, to make sure that you switch them over. The other thing to make sure of is to estimate, because if I ask you if your problem is reasonable, or your answer is reasonable, you will have to show me somehow that you estimated to get that answer and you knew you were close. All right, let's look at example 5. And example 5 is basically the same thing again. Estimating, breaking them down into improper fractions. Right here, they switched them from these with a whole number into improper fractions, multiplied across, just like we've been doing. Find common factors to get it to its simplest form. Once you multiply, you get 33 over 5, or 6 3/5. Is that reasonable? That's for you to decide. Right now, I need you to do examples 6 through 9 in your workbook. Please show all your work and come back when you've completed it. All right, our next lesson is example 6, and here you're taking a real life situation on where you might multiply out fractions to find out a real life answer. So in this example, they give you a basketball court that's being resurfaced, and you need to find out the area of that basketball hoop. Well, we know the area for a rectangle is figured out by length times width. In this case, 21 1/3 times 13.5. All right, our label is meters. You have to make sure you have that in there. But you're going to do the same thing as before. You're taking these numbers, mixed numbers, converting them into improper, meaning that the higher number's on top. Cross factors, make them in their simplest forms, and you get 288. Again, they estimated the answer based on the fractions that were there, and then they checked to see if it was reasonable. All right, and then if you would do number 10 on your own, show all your work again, and you'll be bringing all that in to check your answers in class. That's it for this video.